Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday, your daily stop for virtual reality content. My name is Dee, and today we are going to be doing our first showdown. We're going to be playing the same exact title on the Samsung Gear VR, as well as on the Oculus Rift Development Kit 2. We are going to compare and contrast those two experiences and how they are similar and different. The game we're going to be playing is called Nighttime Terror. And before I jump into the game, I just want to throw in a quick self-promotion because I have decided to transition from my graduate school career into a career as a real virtual reality developer. I am looking right now for contracts and for internships, and if you are looking for someone to help you out, someone experienced, someone who loves virtual reality, go check out my VR portfolio page, which has links to my resume and my current work in VR projects. I'm actually currently working on a submission for the mobile VR jam for the Samsung Gear VR. I'm working on something in collaboration with Metatron VR. It is an app called Virtua Reader, which is designed to facilitate speed reading inside of Gear VR. I will tell you more about that when it's further along. And since I've been getting more into VR development and into game development, I've been going through some of the Unity tutorials. And they're actually really helpful. They're a great way to get started. If you are trying to learn Unity, you're not sure where to get started, the Unity tutorials are great because they take you through building an entire game. You have the freedom to make small modifications along the way. And when you're done, you have something that you can play and enjoy. You can share with your friends and they can play it. So you get a great sense of accomplishment from them. And I mention it because this game is actually very much inspired by a particular Unity tutorial called Project Survival Shooter. This is a tutorial where you have a top-down stage and you have a character who runs around on the stage and shoots at things by pointing at them. And on the other hand, this game, it adapts it to the VR setting, both the Gear VR and Rift DK2 platforms. It puts in whole new assets, designs a whole bunch of new levels. So it's like taking this basic tutorial idea, bringing it to VR, and massively expanding it and making it a much more worthwhile experience. So to talk a little bit about where this project came from. So this comes from a company called VR Bits. VR Bits is a tiny little 3-person VR development studio. The CEO, Mark Schramm, who you may find online under the name Skyworks, which was the name of one of his previous startups. He founded this company. He is working out of Canberra, which is the capital of Australia. No, it's not Sydney. And he met the two other people, the two developer/artists on the team, who are Daniel Potts and Martin Bayer. They're working. I presume he met them in Germany. He says he met them doing courses or taking classes, probably in Germany. So these three are working together on a lot of cool projects. The other big cool project from VR Bits is called Darkfield VR. Darkfield VR is kind of a dogfighting space shooter along the same lines as Elite Dangerous or games like that. So if you're interested in dogfighting space shooters, definitely check out that game. I'm going to be checking that out in more detail in another video. In this one, I'm really going to be focused on Nighttime Terror. They're doing a whole bunch of other stuff though. A lot of things a lot of people don't know about. A lot of their stuff isn't released yet, but the things that they have released, they've actually created an open version of Gear VR. So you can actually build your own fully software compatible version of Gear VR if you don't yet have Gear VR in your region. It's less of an issue now that the Gear VR is becoming globally available, but for a time it was the only way they could develop for Gear VR. They're also, because right now, and I'm very excited about this work personally, because right now, in order to install an application on the Gear VR, on your Note 4 phone to run on your Gear VR device, you have to get it accepted to the Oculus store, and it has to be purchased from there. It's a walled garden. And that's very much the tradition on mobile, like with the Apple App Store and with the Google Play Store. But it's kind of annoying because, for example, if someone makes, say, a pornography app or some other kind of app that, for whatever reason, Oculus doesn't want to put on their store, they have essentially no way to distribute it, no way to sell it to anybody. They're out in the cold. And so one of the things that VRBits has been working on is a very cool side-loading utility called SideLoad VR that enables you to to take a Gear VR application and with a relatively simple set of instructions, get that application loaded on any Gear VR device without having to go through the Oculus Store. So I think that's pretty cool, breaking down the walled garden. And so VRBits is doing great work, and today I want to talk about Nighttime Terror. So first, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Gear VR version. The Gear VR version is the demo only. They have not yet ported the full version of Nighttime Terror to Gear VR, but it will be enough to do the comparison. The demo version is, I believe, just about half the weapons that are available in the game, and only the first level, and there are 6 levels. Anyway, without further ado, let's buckle in and get playing Nighttime Terror. Let's go. VRBits. We're at the loading screen. Here we are. So that loaded super fast. Only took like a second. And let me see. Oh, I just realized I have no music here. That's fine. You guys can hear the music because I'm capturing it using this audio cable, which is attached to my PC. And yep, it's being captured. So I just tapped and I've now entered the game. This is the main menu, which is 360 degrees all around me, much like the Darknet menu. 360-degree menus work great in Gear VR because there are no wires to wrap around you as you spin in your chair. So if you have a spinny chair, if you have a Gear VR, you should have a spinny chair. You have no excuse for not getting a spinny chair because it adds so much to the experience and they're not expensive. Ooh, I like the giant robot up there. Okay, Nighttime Terror, let's see. Oh, what did I do? Okay, I accidentally started the level by tapping. I'm gonna hit back to go back. Is that gonna work? No, I don't want to go to Oculus Home. Okay. Well, looks like I started the game, so I'll talk about the menu when I get back to the menu. Right now, I'm just gonna start. Oh, I'm started. Okay. There's my little guy. Now, the guy is just walking where I point. And if I want to stop, I have to press down on the touchpad on the side of my head. And when I'm stopped, I will automatically shoot. So I only have 2 options, which are walk to the circle and stop and shoot. Which is fine, because, you know, if you're stopped, you might as well be shooting. Although it's kind of unfortunate that you can't shoot while you're walking, because sometimes, like if you're backing away from somebody, trying to run away, you might want to shoot at them at the same time. This isn't really that kind of game. It's not like a first-person shooter. This game is based more around using the terrain. I'll get you, bunnies. Come on. Oh, the big purple guys have come out. So the longer you play, you start to get harder and harder enemies. And ideally, you'll start to get weapon drops. But I don't see any yet. These guys take a lot of shots with my normal weapon. Come on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, here's a weapon drop. I think that's a weapon drop. I can never remember. Okay, yes, that's a weapon drop. Oh, God. Oh, God. My hat's turning old and brown, and that means that I'm losing my health. The health indicators in this game are kind of rudimentary. It's like you have an indicator for low health, but that's it. You don't have any other kind of indicator of when your health... Like, you can hear when you're losing health, but you can't actually tell how you're doing in terms of health. Oh, and I'm dead. I was running right into the guy like an idiot. Okay, I'm going to try that. I'm actually going to go back to the menu for a second, so I can show you the menu. Then we're going to go back in. All right. By the way, I am recording this at 720p. 720p because that's as high as I can record it and still get a solid 60 frames a second recording. but it actually runs on Gear VR at 1440p. It's a little bit complicated. The render target is only 1 megapixel per eye. It gets scaled up, so it's not actually using the full 1440p resolution of Gear VR. That would take a lot more processing power than this little phone has. Anyway, here are the global high scores. I believe it retrieves them from an online network, so it actually goes online and retrieves these. All the ones with demo in front are people who have the demo version. They don't get to have their own cool name without the demo in front, and they have ridiculously high scores. Like, you get 1 point each time you kill one of those guys. These people have 500, 550 points. I don't see how that, like, this game gets harder and harder as it goes on. I don't see how they could do that. I've gotten, like, maybe, like, 50 points in this game. Like, approaching 50 points. These people are mega skilled. So, yeah, this is how you know when your health is low, when your hat gets old. That's what my guy looks like. You get a good close-up look in the menu. You can't really see him that close during the game, especially in Gear VR, because in Gear VR, you have no positional tracking, so you cannot lean in and look at your toy more closely during the game. Here are your power-ups. See, the power-ups are kind of confusing, because they're all just kind of rectangles of various colors. It would be nice if they vaguely resembled the thing that they actually are. But it's like they all look like sandwiches to me. Like, that one looks kind of like a brownie. That looks kind of like a reverse marshmallows. I don't know. Okay, over here are the options. You can turn the music on and off. You can submit scores. Can I turn that on? Okay, yeah, I want that on. I want to submit my shitty scores that I can never even get on the top 20. And VR bits. Parts of this game licensed under Apache license. So some of the assets for this game were licensed from, I don't remember his name, but they licensed it from a third party who helped with some of the characters. And these are the 5 levels that I'm going to show you more of in the PC version. But for now, I'm going to jump back in and see if I can do a little bit better this time. Here are the advertisements for the full version. Alright, let's do it. Oh, it's loading. Okay. It's hard to believe it's loading because usually you see more judder, or at least more black along the edges during loading, but that was quite a smooth loading experience. I thought it was just waiting for me to press a button. Okay. Shooting the bunnies. Yeah, this is one of the big disadvantages, I think, of the Gear VR at the moment. Like, if you're watching a movie in a virtual cinema, then this touchpad interface... Oh, God, that one's fast. Why was that one so fast? Whatever. Oh, the robot's, like, lying on its side. That's the same robot that was standing up at the menu. I didn't even notice that. Oh, hello there. I saw that falling. Give me. I think that was just health, though. I didn't actually need health. There we go. Oh, shit. That one was moving fast. Okay. Now, like I was saying... What was I saying? Kind of weird. I don't know how to predict how fast these guys are going to go. Is it based on how far away they are? Are like some of them fast and is it just random speed? Oh, I got a power up. I think I got a power up. And I think it slows them down when you shoot them. Like, it's very easy. There's kind of a Tetris effect to this game, where if you screw up once, it makes it harder. And if you keep screwing up, it makes it harder and harder until eventually you just lose. So some games have kind of a feedback cycle where things get very slowly. Oh, the lizards are out now. So yeah, this is an example of a game with a feedback cycle where you're... Oh, I got a new weapon. Sweet. I think this is a minigun. Oh, shit. This is what I mean. You lose control for just a few seconds and suddenly you're swarmed. Get me out of here. Get me out. Get me out. Oh, my hat's getting old. Oh, God. Run away. Oh, they're coming along that side, too. Okay. New plan. Go all the way around the beach ball. I didn't even notice this rocking horse back here. One problem with using gaze controls in general is it kind of forces you to look at a particular part of the playfield, and that really constrains your ability to visually explore your environment and see what else is around you, because the moment you look away, it's like, Oh, you want me to go that way? Okay, well, you lose them. And, you know, that's, and they go to all that effort to model those cool environments and then force you to not look at them. It's a little bit discouraging. At least I can look at it now. So up there, you see the walls kind of go on forever, which is an interesting aesthetic. They could have had a ceiling, but I guess they wanted to kind of make it so no matter how far up you look, you don't feel like you're reaching the ceiling. It kind of makes the room feel more spacious and makes you feel a bit tinier. Ooh, 43. That's not bad. That might be almost the best score I've gotten so far. All right. So, and Stranded is another game they're working on right now. That's not been released yet. It's a game that involves, I believe, an adventure game wandering around on an island of some kind. The exact nature of it is not yet clear to me. I would love to know more about Stranded. There's some star magnets up on the bookcase. I'm not sure how old the person who owns this room is supposed to be. I like how they left it kind of, there's no gender identifiers in the room. It's very kind of could be anybody's room as a child. And the toys likewise, very, very neutral and agnostic. I like that a lot. Anyway, so this has been the Gear VR version of VR Bits Nighttime Terror. This is a free demo. You can go grab it on your own Gear VR today if you have one. And I'm going to go now to the DK2 version of the same game, which is going to be the full version. I'm going to have some power-ups, and I'm going to have all these extra levels, and it's also going to have all the features of DK2, including positional tracking and some other fun things. So I will see you there. All right, here we are in the PC version of Nighttime Terror for the Oculus Rift Development Kit 2. At the very beginning, it has the option of playing either with the gamepad or with the keyboard, either of which I assure you are preferable to gaze-based controls. Don't you think so, Mr. Roboto? So I'm going to reset by pressing space on the keyboard. Here I am at the main menu. So right away I have positional tracking. I can lean all around. I can lean and get a closer look at my little guy. Hey, little guy. Otherwise, things are very similar. I have a couple more weapons, which still look like sandwiches. I have the same exact... Actually, this is a different high scoreboard. I think they have separate high scoreboards. Either that or this Rift 666 guy just got a new high... Oh my, 1376? Are you kidding me? Wow, they're good. Okay. There are the controls. You can hit escape to pause. You walk around with WASD. R to reset your view at any time. So if I look forward, I hit R, it resets. And that can be handy in case you drift. Although you shouldn't have drift with DK2 usually. And space to shoot. So I'll show you how it works once we're in the game. Behind me, do I want to submit scores? I was like reaching to the side of my headset to tap the button, but obviously there is no button. So I think I have to hit spacebar? Yeah, that's what I do. Alright. VR Bits. Let's do it. Let's jump in the game. So the mouse is not used at all. The menu is based on head gaze plus spacebar. And the game itself is going to be all keyboard. So I can put my mouse away. We're going to start with the same level so I can do a direct comparison. Then we're going to explore some of the additional things. That was a much faster load. Take that. And that. So the visual, like right away, the scale in DK2 just seems to be, there's something very different about it. Like when I played on Gear, these things all looked kind of bigger. And I think that was a reasonable decision for them to make because on DK2, you can lean in as close as you want to get a closer view of the action and to make the figures larger. Like I'm doing right now. I can lean right into my guy until the DK2 camera is no longer able to see the IR LEDs and then it gets stuck. Whoa, did I just fire a rocket at myself? There we go. And it's nice to be able to control the aim and the walking separately so I can walk away from these guys while I'm shooting at them. Oh shit, I missed that guy with my rocket. It's so cool seeing those little rockets fire into the air. I almost think this full version is worth it just for the ability to have the rocket weapon. Boom. I don't know how those guys survived a direct rocket hit. They must be very, very powerful. And I'm out of rockets. Guys, I might be in trouble. So like I said, you can control the aiming and the walking separately, which is really nice for running away from guys while shooting them like this. I would almost say that this version is just easier because of that. The Gear VR version is much more difficult to play. You can get in situations where you basically are stuck with the decision between running away and shooting. You can't do both at the same time. And when you're running away and not shooting, there are guys building up, and they'll start to surround you. So it's much, much harder to play the Gear VR version. Oh, my hat's getting dirty. I'm in trouble. That explains why the high scores are higher, actually, in the DK2 version. But I definitely... Oh, I got more rockets. I need to be more careful with my rockets. There we go. Do the rockets do friendly fire? I'm not clear about this. Oh, I just noticed that it makes a glow that lights up the robot. That's some nice environmental sound. Or environmental effects. Come on. It's so cool to just look right down in front of me here. Like, oh no, I'm dead. I'm like inches away from this floor. And it's nice to be able to have my head right down here on the floor with the toys. I feel like I'm really a kid who's like lying on my stomach on my bedroom floor, looking at all my little toys. And they've all come to life and they're all harassing my little magician. And I have to say that I think the DK2 version is definitely much, much better. Not only more playable, but just the positional, this is the kind of experience where positional tracking is not just a convenience, where it's not just a VR sickness measure, where it's really part of the gameplay and part of the experience, and it makes a huge difference. Like, another way it makes a difference, so let me go back to the main menu and pick another level here. I also love the menu music, by the way. Da, 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 that one. Creepy Christmas. Let's check out this one. That music gets stuck in my head all day. Oh, it's Christmas time. Christmas time is here. Stockings hung by the fire. Oh, bunnies. Bunnies. Oh, I can climb up on an incline now. I could get up on the table. How far can I go? Oh, I can get all the way up there. I can hide behind that tree decoration. Doesn't stop the bunnies from finding me, though. It's really hard to aim when I'm up there, because I can't clearly adjust the position of my target when I can't really see it very well. I think I need to just come down. Come down. This game might be better played if I were standing, actually, so I could get above the action. Like, if I had a full VR room, this game would be so much better in a full VR room. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing at all now. Get back over here. Okay, I might be dead. That's fine. Yeah, I'm dead. Let's try that level again. See, I don't see what the point is of having all this stuff you can walk around and walk behind if you can't also adjust your viewpoint to see what you're doing over there. But if this were a room scale VR experience, it would work so much better, because I would be able to just lie on my stomach here in the VR room, right down here on the floor, and then when I moved my guy, I could actually like get up on my knees and kind of shuffle over there and keep an eye on my guy as he was wandering around. And that would be such a cool experience. I think this would make a great room scale VR experience. So if they could prototype it on HTC Vive. By the way, I don't remember if I mentioned, I am actually attending a room scale VR development jam that's taking place in Austin in a few weeks, which is very, very exciting to me. I'm going to get hands-on with the Vive, not only as somebody trying it for the first time, but also as a developer exploring ideas with room scale VR and teaming up with other developers. So that is going to be really exciting, and I can't wait to tell you guys about that experience and to talk about what I make. I would actually like to know your ideas. Like, some of them might be interesting to explore while I'm over there. What kind of, if you were doing a development jam on the HTC Vive and you could have a whole VR room and put whatever you like in it, what would you put in it? I would like to know. Leave me your comments. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, my weapon ran out. I think I had a shotgun there, which does more damage per shot. I will get you. Okay, maybe I won't get you. Oh, Jesus. Run away, run away. Take that, bunny. You too. Stay away. Oh, God. Walking around these Christmas decorations. I really like how you can use anything in the environment as cover in this game, and you can kind of look around it to see what's going on. And there can be enemies hiding behind objects, and you can use positional tracking to look behind the objects. It's a really effective use of the capabilities of DK2. And, you know, the tracking is maybe not quite as smooth. The tracking, to me, always feels smoother on Gear VR than it does on DK2, because on DK... Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Oh, I keep missing with these goddamn rockets. Just wasting them. Alright. There we go. 3 rabbits in one shot. Taking it. Alright, like I was saying. Okay, I'm gonna save this blast rocket for these guys. There we go. Hiding under the tricycle. Alright, what was I saying a second ago? I don't remember. But yeah, it uses the affordances of DK2 very well, but I usually feel like Gear VR just feels smoother to me because it has that asynchronous time warp, so it never misses a frame. Your head motion is always smooth, even if the game is dropping frames. Even if, and the positional tracking also sometimes drops out very briefly, and that can make the view stutter a little bit. So Gear VR generally feels lower latency, feels smoother to me, even though DK2 is, in a lot of ways, the better system. But they're not, it's not strictly better. Even though it's got this big beefy GPU driving it, even though it's got the full positional tracking and everything, because there's not yet asynchronous time warp on PC, you don't have as smooth of an experience. Although I hear that Oculus is doing some great collaboration with NVIDIA, and there is a chance that we will see asynchronous time warp in the future once they have implemented the necessary driver level support for it. Oh, I'm glad I got that weapon. Those guys were crowding up on me. I think it doesn't spawn more guys until you've used up, or until you've either been killed or until you've taken out the guys that are already there. I think there's like a maximum number that can be on screen at once. Or they come in waves, rather. I think that's how it works. And my shot. Oh shit, it's a giant guy. Kill it, kill it, kill it! Oh god, I can't. There's too many. I need to get the power up. There's one hiding behind the tricycle. I almost didn't see it. Okay. I just gotta bring my guy. Come back, come back. Oh, come back. I can't see what I'm doing. No! 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 I hate it when I wander behind something. I can't see what I'm doing. So, yep, there's my score, 51. So, I mean, I'm gonna play another level while I compare these. Actually, that's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to play this level again. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly die, and then I'm going to move on to another level. I'm not going to play all 6 levels. I'm going to leave the rest as a surprise for those who purchase the game. All right, VR bits. I'm starting to get a little judder now. I'm not sure why I'm only starting to get it now. Maybe some background process has started up on my CPU. I do not know, but it is juddering more now than it was before, and it would probably work better if I restarted the game, but I'm not going to bother. Oh my gosh, look. It's a sandcastle. I love how these are each a little bit different. Oh my god, I'm in the black of the void. Oh, this is a much smaller stage. At least I can't like wander way out of bounds on this one because it is so much smaller. It's got that kind of harsh sunlight going on, but I could still get lost behind that castle if I'm not careful. Okay, come out, come out. Take that, bunny. All right, like I was saying. So I think the Gear VR version has the smoother experience. It's easier to set up, as Gear VR usually is. You just install the app, and then you put it on your face, and you're ready to go. Oh, I didn't even notice you actually hold the weapons when you get a new weapon. I've got my little rocket launcher. I'm so cute. Okay. Oh, how'd the bunny get stuck up there? Can I shoot it? And I missed. Is it gonna hit the void, or is it just gonna go off forever? Okay, there's gotta be a way to kill that thing, or else I'm not gonna be able to continue to level. There we go. It's a little bit buggy in some places, apparently. Can I kill those things? Probably not with rocket launcher. Okay, that's fine. Boom! There we go. I don't believe the rockets continue to follow. Can I shoot from up here? Can I, like, hang out on top of the hill and use the vantage point to my advantage? Oh, come on. I'm not gonna get killed by a bunny. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. That seemed to help. I could get some knockback there, get him into the trench. So, like I was saying, I think the positional tracking adds a lot. I would recommend, honestly, playing... If you have a choice, I'd recommend playing this on DK2 because the positional tracking does add so much to the game. But on the other hand, the installation and the tracking are much smoother on Gear VR. And the scale, like, I kind of like how everything looks super tiny and toy-like on DK2, and the scale is larger on Gear VR, which makes it easier to see without having to, like, lean in. But on the other hand, it just... I like how things feel really tiny. It's like you're playing with action figures. And that's kind of... I feel like that was the feeling they're going for. So, I prefer this scale to the Gear VR scale. Take that! I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Okay. And I'm dead. Alright, so this has been Nighttime Terror. And overall, I definitely think the DK2 version is today's winner because of how effectively this game exploits the positional tracking, as well as just the fact that it is the full version of the game, and you get all those cool extras, like the rocket launcher and stuff, which is a really fun weapon to use, at least when I'm not missing things. But I think they're both very promising, and I think it's very cool that VR Bits is open to targeting a lot of different platforms. I'm hoping that they're going to that when Sony's platform becomes available, that when HTC Vive becomes available, that we're going to see these experiences going seriously multi-platform and just being available on every VR device you can find, so that we can start to develop an effective base of VR applications across devices, so that we don't just have one device swallowing up all the market share. Anyway, that's all for today. Let me know. My poor little guy getting licked over and over. Anyway, let me know any other demos you want to see me play. Tomorrow there's going to be more Knife of Dunwall in Vortex. After that, there's going to be more Wind Waker. Play it in Dolphin VR. And then there's going to be another demo. Let me know what you want to see. And that's all for today. I'd also like to know if you know any other demos that are on more than one VR system. Would you like to see another contest or another comparison like this? Let me know if you know of any of those. I'd really like to check them out. That's all for today. And everybody have a great every day.